Relatively speaking, the rarest weapons in Red Dead Redemption cost a fortune. But does the performance on these rare weapons actually justify the price tag? In this video, we're taking a closer look at all 5 rare weapons to see if they're worth the money or if they're just flashy collectibles. If you're a completionist, you'll need to buy them all anyway, but by the end, you'll know exactly which ones are worthy to bring into your permanent rotation. And that last weapon, it's got to be the best weapon in the game.
Let's start with the Evans repeater. On paper, it's everything you'd want in a repeater. High capacity, solid rate of fire, and accuracy that makes it feel like a precision weapon. It holds an impressive 22 rounds, which is more than double what you'll get from a carbine repeater or the Winchester. In long shootouts, this means less reloading and more consistent damage output. That's a huge quality of life boost when you're surrounded by waves of enemies. But here's the problem. The Evans is one of the most expensive repeaters you can buy, and for most of the game, you're already given repeaters that do the job well enough. So while it feels great to use, the real question is whether that bigger magazine is worth the price tag, especially if you're managing money later on for other things.
To really judge the Evans, you've got to compare it to the carbine repeater and the Winchester. Both are accessible early, have balanced stats, and crucially, are available for free from the story missions. Yes, the carbine only holds 7 rounds and the Winchester 10, but in practice, that's often more than enough, especially when you're pacing your shots and you have the bandolier. So, the carbine or the Winchester don't feel flashy, but they get the job done. If and when you're flush with cash, the Evans is great, but the carbine or the Winchester proves you don't need to spend big here or at all.
Next up, the Carcano rifle. This is the ultimate long-range weapon, basically the sniper rifle of Red Dead Redemption. It delivers devastating power with pinpoint accuracy, making it perfect for missions where enemies are perched far away or you want to hunt without spooking animals. The Carcano shines in those high-stakes shootouts where you can take control of the battlefield from a distance. But that kind of specialization comes at a cost, not just in money, but in how often you'll actually use it.
That's because the rolling block rifle already exists, and it's free once you get through the Empty Promises missions in Nuevo Paraíso. The rolling block isn't as fast or as crisp. Yeah, you'll feel a slight delay, but it hits just as hard and gets you 80% of the Carcano's value without the premium price.
So unless you're really into long-range play, the Carcano ends up being a luxury. It's powerful, no doubt, but you don't need it. The rolling block scratches the same itch for far less. Now for the Lamat revolver. This one stands out because it holds 9 rounds, but it isn't cheap. You can purchase this from the gunsmith in Escalera for $1,250. Its reload speed is painfully slow, but as you can see in the video, the reloading animation is cool. And that's what it really is. It's a cool collector's piece, and definitely fun to use. But from a practical standpoint, it's hard to recommend, unless you want to show off something flashy. Check out the last weapon in the video, and you'll see why.
On the other side of things, the semi-auto shotgun is the kind of rare weapon that completely changes how you approach combat. Unlike the double barrel or the pump action, this thing fires as fast as you can pull the trigger, which basically makes it a handheld cannon in close-range fights. Clearing rooms and stopping enemies on horseback, it excels at everything a shotgun should. It's great for hunting too. This is my go-to weapon for hunting big game and tall trees. Yes, it's pricey, but it also feels like one of the few rare weapons that truly earns its cost. It's not just another version of a gun you already own. It's a step up in power and usability. If you're going to splurge on a rare weapon, this one deserves serious consideration and a spot in your regular rotation.
Finally, we've got the Mauser Pistol. And honestly, it might just be the single best weapon in the game. It's fast, accurate, and has a massive magazine. At 15 rounds, it helps you keep the pressure on enemies without constant reloading. You'll notice that it's great for those instances where you've got a group of enemies trailing you. Its speedy rate of fire helps you take out groups on horseback who catch up to you in mere seconds. The Mauser makes every other sidearm feel outdated the moment you pick it up. Expensive? Yes. But unlike the Lamat or Carcano, this is a weapon you'll want to keep in your loadout permanently. Maybe even make it your primary.
So those are the 5 rare weapons. Keep in mind that to get access to most of these, you need to have completed an appointed time mission, and that puts you already into Blackwater. While we used money as a guide to show how expensive and valuable these weapons are, the real question is, do they have a place in your arsenal with your style of play? But what do you think? Will you stick with the classics that got you far enough into the game, or are you looking for the best setup to finish strong? Don't forget to check out the 3 things to buy first video. We'll be breaking down more gear in the next one, so stay tuned.